Hello, friends. This is Kim Wright Sebrel of the Wright Group with Keller Williams with your October 2022 market update. Things are looking a little bit confusing. I know we're seeing a lot of reports in the news and just kind of lots of concern about the real estate market. So I want to talk about just a couple of different stats to kind of show you what's kind of really happening here in our area. So if we look at the first one for our median price is now $345,000. So, if I look back like 3-4 years ago, our median price was like $275,000. So we've seen a big rise in prices. So for those of you who are concerned about the market kind of softening up or prices retreating, we may be seeing prices going down slightly in some areas, but for the most part, these higher prices that have been happening along the way are now kind of sticking there. So things are kind of sitting at that higher price. They're not continue to escalate, but the gains that you realized in your home are there. They're not going backwards. So that's what this is showing right here, that median price. Number of new listings for October 2021. You can see when we looked back a year ago, we had 2,200 new listings. For October of this year, we only had 1,800. So that's a big difference, right? So, that's a roughly, 400 and some odd houses that we don't have on the market. So although people are concerned about, is this a great time to sell or things aren't selling, is that we still have very low inventory. And so low inventory always is going to keep prices a little bit higher, which is why the Fed keeps raising the rates, trying to slow things down. We have such low inventory, it's really affecting the pricing. So we still very low inventory, and that is going to be shown in our month supply of inventory. So if you look at that, month supply of inventory, again, this is how many months it takes for all of the buyer needs to be satisfied and every home to sell. Right now at 1.4 months. It's not a lot of inventory, and that's the same amount we had in September. Interesting enough, that 1.4 is the highest it's been in the Richmond area since October of 2020. So although we still are very heavily into a seller's market, remember, a buyer's market is going to be that like 4 to 6 months of inventory. We're still at 1.4, so still very heavily into a seller's market with kind of less homes coming on the market, higher interest rates. Prices aren't really rising crazily. They're kind of sticking. So it's kind of this mixed match of things happening in the market, which I think is leading to a lot of people feeling a little confused. Median days on market, 8, right? So from September 2020 to right now, the average days on market was 5 to 7 days. So it doesn't look like a big difference, but here's what the difference is. From September 2020 to now, we were getting 5 to 7 days on the market because of the strategy that was being used, which was we had limited inventory, we had a lot of buyers, we had great rates, and homes were getting, 50 showings and multiple offers. So we got into the habit of putting a home on the market, holding offers, letting buyers compete, and then getting great prices for sellers. But at the same time, it was taking a couple days to do that. So we were getting an inflated days on market because of the strategy that was being used to hold a home on the market and let it be seen. Now what we're noticing is that's not happening. I'm not seeing that strategy employed. I'm not recommending my clients do it, only in very rare cases. That's very specific to your home and that market your home is in, is that the 8 days on market is a true sales cycle, how long it's taking for a home to sell. So really 8 days, not very long time. I'm remembering when I first started real estate and it was like 56 days to sell a home, almost 2 months. That was just a normal amount of time that it would take to sell your home. So you can sell homes still selling very quickly. Some people ask me, is it time to sell my home? Yes, it is. We have less listings. We are still selling homes within a week, and most of the ones we've been selling have been selling more quickly because they're well prepared, well priced. We are still sitting at that higher price. You've realized your gains right now. And the month supply of inventory is still low. Likewise, for those of you who are looking to buy right now, we're finding our buyers catching great deals right now. And I mean great deals is that they're not competing against other buyers, because a lot of buyers are nervous right now to purchase a home, and it's a great chance to jump in there. We do have lenders right now who are doing kind of a free refinance, or they're calling it a refinance promise, so that your rate is only until the rates drop again, which they're predicting like 12 to 18 months, we should see rates float back down into the 5%. So if you're curious to know a little bit more about what I've said with the rates and this refinance program, feel free to reach out. I love to talk stats and numbers. My number is 804-539-7524. Love to have more of a discussion with you if you're interested. Thanks for listening.